Hey guys, it's Lauren and you're watching Dreams Life Courage. Today I'm actually starting a new series on my channel, which is going to be like a story series. And basically what that means is that I'm going to be talking about different things that I've either watched or played within a certain month. In this video, of course, I'm going to be wrapping up the month of June. I was going to be talking about TV shows in this video, but then I realized I watched way too much TV to talk about in one video, so I'm only going to be talking about movies and video games in this video. On my booktube channel, I always wrap up the books that I've read within the past month, but I've never really felt like there's something where I can talk about the video games I've played or the movies or something, so I decided to start a new series on this channel in which I can talk about those different mediums. Because at the end of the day, I feel like people usually think, oh, you're reading a book, that's such a great thing, but whenever it comes to watching a TV show or playing a video game, people just don't treat it the same. And I understand that those are very different things, but there are important skills that you can learn from playing video games. And even from TV shows and movies, you can learn things from those as well. And overall, they all tell stories. That's the end goal of basically all of those. They're all different types of narratives. It's just different in the way that you consume those narratives. So at the end of summer, then I'll talk about all the TV shows I've watched. But for this video, I'll be talking about the movies I've watched and the video games that I've played. So first, let's go ahead and start with the movies. So at the beginning of June, I actually saw Wonder Woman in theaters, as many people have, and I really love that movie. It's such a great movie, and it's such an important movie, and it felt important as I was watching it. Of course, this is the first major superhero movie that has a woman as the lead instead of a man, and doesn't really sexualize her because it did have a woman producer and many women working on this movie, which I definitely feel was the right direction for this movie. If you look at how it was first written by a man, it's kind of disturbing how overly sexualized it was and how it was just so sexual and wrong and gross, and I'm so glad that it had such a big influence from women instead of men. And also just watching just a superhero who is a woman was just so different in the way that she held herself and her belief system. It's not just about killing the bad guy or putting him in jail or something, it's just about peace overall. And I feel like that's definitely a message that needs to be more prevalent in superhero movies, and I'm so surprised that it never is. And that's a huge reason why I haven't been watching superhero movies, or I don't really care about superheroes that much at all, because they seem like they're this great person, but then they do all these horrible things, and they just don't really care about peace in the end. It's all about justice, or basically revenge a lot of the time. So this was a lot different from a lot of the other superhero movies that I've watched, and I feel like it's definitely a step in the right direction. I love how this was set in a different time period, and the costume design and the cast, everything about this was great. And I love how it featured a Native American as in a pretty big role as well, because I feel like Native Americans rarely ever get any movies made about them or that feature them, and that just seems super wrong to me coming from someone who is half Native American, but that's an issue to talk about another day. But I was just very happy with the casting choices and just the cast overall, and especially the leading actress Gal Gadot, I don't know how you correctly pronounce that, but just the fact that she's Israeli and she was in the Israeli military, because every Israeli citizen does have to serve in their military. Just her coming from such a diverse background, I felt was really important for this movie and just for people to see as well. This movie just felt so important in so many ways, from the leading actress not being American to women having such a powerful role in this, and just everything about this. I really love this movie, and I'm just so happy that I saw it because it's such a great movie. And so after watching Wonder Woman, I was definitely in the mood for superhero movies, so the next movie that I picked up and watched was Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, which I think has pretty mixed reviews, and overall I've heard a lot of negative reviews about this movie, and it was definitely nowhere near as good as Wonder Woman was, although I will admit that I did enjoy watching this movie. As I said before, a lot of times superheroes are just kind of about revenge and trying to do the right thing, but not exactly. They're a lot more morally gray, or even just morally corrupt, which you definitely see a lot in this movie. Even the character of Batman, who I usually think is one of my favorite superheroes because he doesn't kill people and he usually does seem to be about doing the actual right thing, he just didn't seem the same in this movie, and it just made me kind of sad. But I'm hoping they'll change the direction of his character, since Wonder Woman is now a part of this as well. And Superman, I just did not really like in this movie. Like, the acting was fine, there was nothing wrong with that, just the character himself I didn't care for at all. I didn't care if he lived or died. And I haven't watched the Superman movie, so I don't know if that would make me feel any differently, but just Superman, he just seemed so horrible and so much like so many other superheroes who try to do the right thing, but at the end it seems like they just care about themselves and they don't really care about destroying buildings or killing people or anything like that, which is exactly why this movie happened in the first place. So I'm hoping that this will go in a better direction moving on from Wonder Woman. And also, this movie just seemed too long to me. I just kind of got bored with it and I was just waiting for it to end. Whereas with Wonder Woman, I was enjoying it, although it's also quite a long movie. And I know I keep comparing this to Wonder Woman, but they do take place in the same universe and they are very, very related to each other, so that is why I'm doing that. Plus, Justice League is coming out relatively soon, I think, so that's also going to be a big part continuing on from this movie to Wonder Woman to Justice League. Honestly, I'm not super big in the entire DC universe, but I do quite like their movies. So moving on, I do hope that Batman and Superman get better, because although something big happens to Superman at the end of this movie, I don't think it's like the end of Superman. That'd be ridiculous, and I definitely don't think that would happen. So I did find this enjoyable, but overall I was just like, I could live without watching it. So as I said, I really just hope that the DC universe continues to improve and go in the direction it is going with Wonder Woman. And those are actually all the movies that I watched in the month of June. I typically don't watch movies that much, although I do tend to watch more movies in the summer, and I do expect to watch more next month. But for the most part of this month, I feel like I was playing video games a lot of the time. So let's go ahead and talk about the video games that I've been playing. So first, I have Mario Kart 7 on 3DS. I love Mario Kart. I've been playing Mario Kart my entire life, so I've just been playing this a lot. And especially since Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out on Nintendo Switch, and I've been watching a lot of those videos online, it makes me want to play more Mario Kart as well, so I just kept on picking this one up throughout the month. And I'm also just trying to get 3 stars on 100cc and 150cc. I just love this game, and I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. You're just racing a lot of Mario characters in order to get the gold cup, and this game is definitely one that can ruin friendships because it's just a cutthroat game that definitely teaches you that life is unfair. But I love this game and it is so addictive, and I have just been playing it all throughout the month. And next I have Overwatch, which is the Origins Edition. But I think that all the originals are the Origins Edition, if I'm not mistaken, because I've been spending a lot of time at my boyfriend's apartment and he has an Xbox One and a PS4, so I've been playing Overwatch on either one or the other, depending on if he's on one, and I'm just so addicted to this game. It's basically like The Sims has been for me a lot of my life. I love this game so much, and I feel like I am way too addicted to it, but I love playing it. In this game, you are on a team usually of 6 against 6 other people, and these are like actual people playing online, and you basically have to attack or defend a point, or you have to capture a point and move a vehicle from one point to another. What's hard is trying to stay alive and make sure that the other players don't, of course. And there are 4 main positions to be in. There's attack, there's support, there's defend, and then there's like the tank position. I don't know if that has another name. So you have those 4 positions and there are 6 people on your team. So it's really about coming up with the right combo of characters, but also making sure that everyone individually is good at those characters. It's just so fun, and it requires quite a lot of strategy, but it's also fast-paced at the same time. And there's also a very, very competitive aspect to it, but I'm usually just playing quick play instead of the competitive, because competitive people can get kind of toxic sometimes, which was what I was worried about going into this game, but that only really happens in competitive, not really in quick play. And also I haven't really played very many first-person shooters, but this one is quite easy. But this one is a good one to get in if you're really new to video games in general. Plus you can just have a team of 6 against 6 robots, so then you can really learn the mechanics before your health just melts from someone or anything like that. And then you just need to learn how to play different characters in different ways, and it's a lot easier as you go along playing it and really learning the maps and stuff like that. As I said, I am really, really addicted to this game. So on Xbox One, I am level 38, and on PS4, I'm like level 23 or 24, I think. So yeah, I played this game way too much in the last month, honestly. My favorite characters in this game are probably Reset and Mercy, but I do play all the characters. I try to be a well-rounded player, although my worst position is probably attack, but I'm trying hard to get better at that. But yeah, I really love this game, and I would love to play with you guys as well. So if you play this game, definitely tell me down below so we can like play this game together, because that would be so much fun. And I have like no friends on like the Xbox One or PS4, so it'd be great to have some like online friends to play with or something. So yeah, definitely tell me down below if you play this game. So sometimes me and my boyfriend watch this YouTuber by the name of Calm, who I'll link down below because he's so great at playing video games. So recently he's been playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Nintendo Switch, and it has made us want that so badly. So we ended up getting the Nintendo Switch, and we also got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because we just have no self-control. But I'm so happy because this game is so much fun, and the Nintendo Switch is so much fun on the Nintendo Switch. So either you can hook it up to the TV and play it on the TV screen, or it can be a handheld device, so it's really cool. And I feel like it's a very innovative design. And this game is just perfect either way. You can play it with friends or play it alone. But the graphics on this are so much better than Mario Kart 7. And the gameplay even seems more fun, which is crazy because Mario Kart 7 is just so much fun already. It is just such a fun game. I would highly recommend it if you have the Switch. And yeah, I just love this game so much. And Hunter and I are just so addicted to it. And so if you have this game, definitely tell me down below as well, and we can play this together online too. So that'll also be such a fun time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that it was interesting and that you enjoy this type of video. Definitely tell me down below if you do, or if you don't, or if you recommend some other type of format for it. And please tell me if you play on the Xbox or PS4 or some type of gaming system, because I would love to play games with you on one of them. I'll admit I'm not that great, but I do try really hard. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.